Listen closely. Today is about Crucible creativity, turning constraints into breakthroughs that actually ship. Not mood boards, not vibes, mechanics. You'll leave with a 7-day system, decision thresholds, kill criteria, and scripts you can run this week. When resources are thin and clocks are loud, this is how you still deliver. Context in 1 minute. Thomas Edison didn't wait for the perfect filament. He tested thousands, documented mercilessly, and let the data pick. Hedy Lamarr didn't wait for permission. She mapped a constraint, jamming, and solved it with frequency hopping. Toyota didn't pray for quality. They installed the on chord so anyone could stop the line and fix root causes in real time. Different eras, same pattern. Define the box, generate options on a clock, test the cheapest version possible. Let numbers, not narratives, decide, then scale or kill without drama. Start with a definition you'll memorize. A constraint is a useful boundary. A complaint is a story about the boundary. Constraints sharpen, complaints scatter. If a sentence ends with "so we can't," it's a complaint. Rewrite it to "so we will" plus 1 creative move. You're going to use 6 moves again and again. Subtract, swap, split, stretch, sequence, and steal like a scientist. Borrow patterns that already work elsewhere. Now build your constraint canvas. 1 page, 7 boxes. Outcome metric, 1 number that proves value. Hard limits, budget, time, talent. Non-negotiables, compliance, safety, brand lines. Band moves, what you will not do even if it seems easy. Available assets, tools, people, distribution. Decision clock, when you will decide, not when you will start. Risk guardrails, max users affected, max cash at risk, max hours before rollback. If it's not written, it's fantasy. Put this canvas on the wall, photograph it. You are now operating, not wishing. We move to creativity that ships. Ideas don't appear, they are produced on a schedule under tension. Install a 2-hour lab block twice a week. Phones in a drawer. Timer visible. Rules. Volume before quality for the first 30 minutes. Critique only with data or constraints. Every idea must be 1 sentence plus a test you could run in 48 hours. If you're solo, the rule is the same. If you work with a team, the group is 3 to 5 people max. You will use 4 trigger tools on demand. First principles. Restate the problem in physics or unit economics. What must be true for this to work? Analogy. Who solved a structurally similar problem in another field? Aviation checklists for software rollouts, restaurant prep for DevOps pipelines. SCAMPER. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to other use, eliminate, reverse. Run the list fast. It's a forcing function. Inversion. Plan to make the problem worse, it then invert each step to find solutions. These are not cute. They are reliable under stress. Now impose decision discipline. Ideas enter a 3-stage pipeline. Spark, candidate, experiment. Spark is cheap, 1 sentence plus a "will know it worked when" metric. Candidate is tighter, a hypothesis card. We believe X for Y will move metric M by N% in T days because assumption A. Experiment is real, the cheapest build that can falsify the riskiest assumption. You are not proving you're right, you are trying to kill bad assumptions quickly. That saves months. Design experiments with the 4 Fs, fast, 48 to 72 hours, frugal, under a preset cache time cap, focused, 1 metric, 1 assumption, and friendly, ethically safe, easy rollback. If you can't design it under 4 Fs, the idea is probably still a spark, not an experiment. Park it and move on. Kill criteria matter. For every experiment, define in advance the green range scale, yellow, iterate once, red, kill. Use numbers. Example, landing page to 300 unique visitors in 72 hours, green 25 signups, yellow 10 to 24, red 9. If red, we kill the angle. If yellow, we iterate copy once. If green, we build v0.9 with payments. If you don't write kill criteria now, you'll keep zombie projects later. You also need a small set of creative constraints that generate rather than suffocate. Limit solution length. Explain it in 12 words. Limit time to first demo, 72 hours. Limit cost of first test, $200. Limit complexity, no more than 2 moving parts. This is not punishment, it's focus. Most breakouts show up in the first cheap, ugly version, not the 10th perfect one. Let's build the 7-day Crucible sprint. This is your weekly operating system. You run it solo or with a small team, no exceptions. If you miss a day, you don't restart, you resume. Day 0, the night before, you prep. Fill the constraint canvas. Pick 1 outcome metric you will move this week. Example, activation rate from 18% to 26%. Set your decision clock. Sunday 4 p.m., you will decide scale, iterate, kill. Write the risk guardrails. Done. You sleep. Day 1 is framing and harvest. Morning, write the problem in one sentence a stranger can repeat. New users stop at step 3 because the value is unclear. Noon, harvest inputs, 5 customer quotes, 3 logs or heat maps, 2 competitor screenshots, 1 expert note. Afternoon, run first principles, strip down to units. Users invest clicks for perceived value returns. Our returns feel far. Evening, write 3 12-word reframes. Value first, details later. Show proof, then ask commitment. 1 promise per screen. Pin them to your wall. Day 2 is volume. 2 hours, timer on. Silence. 50 ideas minimum. Use SCAMPER and Inversion. Substitute video for text. Combine tour plus proof. Adapt a try before buy from retail. Interactive sandbox. Modify sequence, social proof first, form second. Put to other use, repurpose a support macro as onboarding copy. Eliminate. Remove 2 fields. Reverse. Ask for the smallest commitment first, then upsell. When you hit 50, stop. Do not prejudge. Your brain needs a pile before it can choose. Day 3 is selection and hypothesis. Morning, score everything on a simple 2x2, impact versus effort. You don't need precision, you need direction. Circle the 3 with high impact, low effort, and which kill the riskiest assumption. Write hypothesis cards for each. Example, if we show a 12-second product clip at the top, activation increases 30% in 72 hours because users see the payoff. Write the assumption that would make it false. If the real friction is trust, not clarity, this won't move. Afternoon, design the 4F experiment for each. Decide your kill criteria now. Evening, pick one to run first, the others wait. Day 4 is build. Spend 3 hours max creating the minimum credible version of your test. A single screen with the clip and A/B flag tracking cleanly set. If you're testing messaging, do it ugly, button plus copy. If you're testing flow, use a clickable mock first. If engineers are scarce, use no code or a Wizard of Oz backend. If legal is a constraint, write the exact text and pre-approve now. Time box. Done beats ornate. Day 5 is run. Turn it on. Tell your team in one sentence what changed and what metric you expect to move. Watch the graph you chose and nothing else. Do not add just one more tweak. Protect the purity of the test. Log times. Take screenshots. Clip user sessions if allowed. Resist storytelling until the numbers settle. If red hits early and hard, stop. You already wrote your rollback script. Use it. Day 6 is decide. Compare result to kill criteria. Green, you schedule v.9 next week and decide the next bottleneck you'll attack. Yellow, you do exactly 1 iteration, copy tweak, shorter clip or alternate proof and rerun for 48 hours. Red, you kill with a sentence. Hypothesis did not move metric. Assumption likely wrong. Artifacts archived. Next idea. You don't apologize for killing, you celebrate the energy you just saved. Day 7 is publish and reset. Publish a 1-page lab note. The hypothesis, the setup, the number, 1 screenshot, your decision. Share it where your coalition lives. Archive in your lab book. Reset the canvas for next week. Pick the next metric or the next assumption on the same metric. Repeat. This weekly rhythm is the difference between hobby creativity and industrial creativity. Now we sharpen your creative moves, the 6 verbs you will use under pressure. Subtract. What can we remove to improve the result? Fewer steps, fewer fields, fewer promises. Often the strongest move is deletion. Make 1 takeaway pass on every screen, script, or feature. Swap. Exchange 1 element for another that changes psychology. Swap text for demo. Swap form for calendar link. Swap cold email for warm partner placement. Split. Break a big risk into small tests. Don't ship a new pricing model to everyone. Ship to 5% with a kill switch. Don't rewrite the funnel. Change the first 60 words. Don't rebuild infra. Shadow the new pipeline for a day. Stretch. Multiply use out of 1 asset. Turn the same 12-second clip into a short, a GIF in product, a support macro, and a sales opener. 1 build, 4 surfaces. Sequence. Reorder the steps. Show proof, then ask. Ask for the easy yes, then build. Put the aha before the account. Sequence matters more than polish. Steal like a scientist. You are not a thief. You are a pattern matcher. Tear down 3 products that solved a similar friction. Borrow the working pattern, adapt to your constraints, and credit the source in your notes so you remember why it works. You also need guardrails so creativity stays ethical and compliant. No dark patterns, no burying legal obligations, no tests that harm. Your experiments must be friendly. You can be aggressive with speed and still gentle with humans. Write your red lines in your canvas and keep them. Creativity without ethics is fire in a nursery. Let's talk roles, even if you're solo. In a 3-person cell, you want a shaper, frames problems and chooses, a builder, makes the test exist, and a counter, measures results and kills sacred cows. Trade hats weekly. In a larger team, formalize the counter as a gate. No experiment runs without clear metric definitions and kill criteria. No green scales without a post-mortem of what else the change could have affected. Install a tiny scoreboard for the lab. 5 rows max. Experiments run, % green, yellow, red, cycle time from idea to result, dollars per learning, and last week's best lift. Update it every Friday next to your normal scoreboard. What you measure becomes your culture. You need scripts that take the heat out of creative conflict. When a senior insists on their pet feature, run this. What numeric change do you expect and by when? What's the smallest test that could falsify it in 72 hours? If it passes the 4 Fs, let's run it. If not, it waits in the candidate pile. When a test wins but threatens someone's turf, we'll roll to 10% with guardrails and a kill switch, and we'll publish the impact. If tickets spike, we roll back. If not, we scale. When a test fails and someone gets defensive, we killed an assumption, not your value. We saved 8 weeks. Thank you. Pre-write 2 messages you'll use constantly. The launch note: we are testing X for 72 hours to move metric M. Success is tal N% lift. Iteration is Y, kill a Z. Guardrails, A, B, C. We will post results with screenshots Sunday 4 p.m. The kill note: test X did not clear the bar. We are ending it now. Artifacts are archived at link. Next up is hypothesis on metric. Consistency reduces anxiety. Anxiety kills risk-taking. Reduce it on purpose. Expect plateaus. When nothing moves for 2 weeks, switch lenses. Go from feature to narrative. Does the promise make sense? From copy to sequence? Does the order fight the brain? From product to channel, are you testing in the wrong pond? From your metric to a leading indicator, are you measuring the lag and missing the lever? Creativity is not always add. Often it is aim. Keep a proof file. Screenshots of wins, graphs of lifts, short clips of users saying, "Oh." On days when nothing works, you will doubt the process. The proof file protects you from fiction, both your own and other people's. Show it to sponsors. Show it to yourself. You also need to price the burn. Write a creative runway doc. How much time and cash per week you will spend on experiments and how much learning per dollar you expect. If you don't price it, you will either overspend thinking everything is R&D or underspend and claim, "We tried." Be honest. The sweet spot is cheap, fast, frequent. Let's make this portable with a set of cards you can carry in your head. Constraint Canvas: outcome, limits, non-negotiables, band moves, assets, decision clock, guardrails. Hypothesis card: we believe X for Y moves M by M% in T days because A. 4F experiment: fast, frugal, focused, friendly. Kill criteria: green, yellow, red numbers written before you start. Lab note: hypothesis, setup, number, screenshot, decision. Scoreboard: experiments, pass rate, cycle time, cost per learning, best lift. You want real examples? Fine, you sell a course, your activation is weak. Day 1, reframe value first, details later. Day 2, 50 ideas. Day 3, select 3. Short clip at top, add minicase proof on step 2, replace email gate with calendar slot. Day 4, build the clip test. Day 5, run to 500 visitors. Day 6, results, clip increase step 3 by 18% but completion only 4%. You decide, keep clip, it helps, but test minicase next. Day 7, publish the note. Next week you invert sequence, case first, CTA second. That's 2 weeks of movement without a rebuild. A support queue is drowning. Day 1, reframe, reduce unnecessary tickets by expectation shaping. Day 2, 50 ideas. Day 3, pick 3, smart triggers in-app, a decision tree in the email, and a micro video in the UI when common friction appears. Day 4, build the trigger for 1 friction only. Day 5, run. Day 6, tickets per 100 users drop 22% for that friction. You scale to 5 frictions. You didn't hire, you designed. Creativity saved headcount. One more, pricing confusion. Day 1, clarity beats cleverness. Day 2, 50 ideas. Day 3, hypothesis, 3 plans, 1 sentence each, 1 bolded recommendation, toggle monthly annual. Day 4, build. Day 5, run to 10% of traffic. Day 6, ARPU flat, conversion up 12%. That's green. Scale, then test annual nudge. You're cooking. Now the 72-hour plan. Today, write your constraint canvas and pin it. List 5 sparks about your current bottleneck and write 1 hypothesis card. Book 2 lab blocks on your calendar, tomorrow and the next day. Tomorrow, generate 50 ideas and pick 3 candidates. Next day, build 1 4F experiment with kill criteria and turn it on. Sunday 4 p.m., decide and publish a lab note. That's a working engine in 3 days. Now the 12-week Crucible plan. Weeks 1 to 4, install the rhythm. 2 lab blocks weekly, 1 experiment per week, scoreboard published on Fridays. Aim for 4 experiments, 2 green, 2 yellow or red. Celebrate the kills. Weeks 5 to 8, add 1 partner or customer to your lab. Let them preview and react. Measure learning speed. Run a plateau breaker by switching lens, narrative, sequence, channel. Weeks 9 to 12, automate your top winners into the product or process. Formalize the counter role. Write the first version of your Crucible manual so a newcomer can run the sprint next quarter without you. You will be tempted to protect your favorites. Don't. Love the goal, not the idea. The kill criteria exists to save you from sunk cost worship. You will be tempted to run too many tests at once. Don't. Serial beats parallel when you are small. You will be tempted to soften the decision clock. Don't. Decisions delayed become drama. The clock is your ally. We should talk about energy. Creativity burns glucose, protects sleep, hydrate before caffeine. Move your body daily. Put a snack rule in the lab block, simple carbs and protein in the middle to sustain. Schedule recovery. If the lab becomes a grind, you will avoid it. Make it light. Music, a timer, a visible goal, a celebratory post every Friday with the win or the honest kill. Rituals keep engines running. Also, politics. Someone will say your tests are too small, too fast, too rough. Smile. Show the proof file. Show the scoreboard. Invite them to propose a hypothesis card with 4F design and kill criteria. If they play by the rules, they're in. If they only throw stones, thank them and keep building. Turn your environment into a lab on purpose. Keep whiteboards clear. Keep the canvas visible. Keep a stack of hypothesis cards ready. Keep the timer where everyone can see it. Keep tools close. Screenshot software, analytics bookmarked, a no-code builder, a flag system. Reduce friction everywhere so starting is automatic and stopping is as easy as flipping a switch. Your language matters. Replace I think with we hypothesize. Replace we should with we will test. Replace prove with falsify. Replace success with a number. Replace we tried with the lab note link. Words shape behavior. Choose the ones that force experiments. Here's how you handle creative theft fears. Ship small, timestamp everything, and talk about your learnings more than your intentions. The world rewards receipts and momentum. Hoarding ideas breeds stagnation. Publish what you learned, not your secret sauce. Build a reputation for honest lab work. Allies appear faster than copycats. When money is tight, treat constraints like a telescope, not a tunnel. Telescope, you see farther with fewer pieces. Use email before paid. Use partnerships before ads. Use your product as content. Use customers as co-designers in exchange for early access. Stretch each asset across 4 surfaces. Stop buying tools to avoid the discomfort of building. Let's close with a field card you can carry in your head. Define the box, canvas. Produce on a clock, lab blocks. Trigger ideas, first principles, analogy, SCAMPER, inversion. Narrow with a grid. Write the hypothesis. Design 4F experiments. Set kill criteria before you start. Run. Decide on time. Publish the lab note. Reset. Repeat. In 3 cycles you will have data. In 6 you will have momentum. In 12 you will have a culture. Here's your oath, short enough to memorize. I convert constraints into fuel. I test cheap and fast. I decide by numbers on time. I kill kindly and scale cleanly. I publish receipts every Friday. Say it once, then prove it by putting 2 lab blocks on your calendar before you sleep. Next week, we'll take this engine into market motion. Channel experiments that compound without paid spend. From partner placements to product-led loops. Today, build your canvas, book your lab blocks, write 1 hypothesis card, and ship a test inside 72 hours. Bring back numbers, not adjectives. We'll tune from there.